Career's more at stake when you in your prime. Fuck that paper, baby, my face on the dot.
And guys, this is Pips Pay for. Appreciate everybody tuning into my channel. I really appreciate the love and the support that you guys all around the world have been giving me, and I really appreciate it. I do these videos to, you know, to have some accountability, to be able to learn more, to be able to show other people my bias on how I see the charts, how I trade, what my personal opinion is. So if you care about that stuff, if you like this type of content, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and right down in the description you will find other important links that I promote. I do have, if you're into trading, I do have a free trading Telegram group where I promote my trades. I give out signals for free. So if you like to check that out, please join my Telegram group. All right. This is a quick video regarding Bitcoin. It's a general overview and my opinion towards this subject, towards Bitcoin in general. Now, I haven't really done a video dedicated to Bitcoin, so I'll try to make a quick video regarding my bias and my opinion towards this subject and towards Bitcoin itself. When I got started, you know, how does it, you know, benefit the market, what my price predictions are, what could happen, is it a good time to buy Bitcoin, is it a good time to sell Bitcoin? Today, you know, today is the March 11th of 2024. All right, so let's get right into it. Now, you can see this is the trajectory of Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin in a nutshell, and it's been a crazy 14 or 15 years. What were you doing in 2009 when this happened, or when this all started? What were you doing in 2012? What were you doing in 2015 when Bitcoin was nothing? You know, for me, I was working at a restaurant. I was making kids. I was living life, had no clue. But if I were to go back in time, I would have wished I would have bought Bitcoin when it was dirt cheap. And if you're a long-term Bitcoin hodler or holder, it's still dirt cheap to this day compared to where this might go, which in my personal opinion, I think it could go upwards north of 300,000 to probably $1 million of Bitcoin one day. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. All right, so let's get started. Right now, look at Bitcoin. Okay, me personally, I got into the whole crypto space around 2017. Now, you would be like, damn, so if you got into Bitcoin in 2017, you must be rich as fuck. I'm like, no, unfortunately not. I mean, the story my story was that there was this altcoin called BitConnect. Yeah, and if you're an OG, you know what I'm talking about. So in order to be able to get into that protocol, to be able to participate in BitConnect, you need to buy Bitcoin. So I don't remember, that was in 2017. So wow. So looking back here, Bitcoin was around, oh my god, Bitcoin was dirt cheap. It was probably like around $1,000, $2,000 a Bitcoin. Oh my god. Wow. So yeah. Yeah, so basically I bought Bitcoin to be able to participate in BitConnect, and I think I probably put in like $2,000 into Bitcoin to be able to buy and take advantage of BitConnect. So yeah, I probably had a full Bitcoin at that time. If it was around $2,000 of Bitcoin, I probably had one full Bitcoin, which nowadays would be around $72,386. But yeah, so getting over that, basically, yeah. So Bitcoin BitConnect around, I think it was New Year's Eve of 2018, totally rug pulled, and BitConnect went to zero. I think it was at $300, $400 when it went to zero. I lost my $2,000. I'm like, fuck crypto. I don't want to know about crypto. And yeah, a couple of years passed. I started, well, I was introduced to Bitcoin altcoins around 2017. I started to accumulate some altcoins, right? And right before the push, now when you go around 2017, that's when Bitcoin went all the way up to 20K. Remember, guys? Bitcoin went all the way to 20K. And everybody was like, whoa, we gotta buy Bitcoin. No, don't buy Bitcoin, because it's, and look what happened after that. Bitcoin went down. Okay, Bitcoin melted. Like, I mean melted. How much did it melt? This was the first like time that Bitcoin fell. You know, it fell around 42%. We're around 2018 at this point. Time passes. It went down all the way down 70%. It went down all the way down to $5,000 and $6,000. We're around August the 18th. All right. But it didn't stop there. It went all the way down to $3,000 levels around 2019, guys. All right. So when people are scared of a dip and went down like $5,000, $10,000, 10%, 20%, that is nothing, because Bitcoin in its past has gone down 80%. Multiple times, 70% has gone down 50%. That is normal. The markets don't go up all the time. There are retracements in the markets, and Bitcoin has gone down over 50% numerous times in its life. Okay, so we keep on 2017, before hitting all-time highs again. From 2017 to 2020, 18, 19, 20, that's around 3 years have passed till we hit all-time highs again. Okay, so 3 years have passed, and price hit all-time highs of 20 G's, 19,000. Okay, from there, from December 2020, Bitcoin ripped. Okay, I want you to understand this. Bitcoin on December 2020, Bitcoin ripped. How much did it rip? Look at this, guys. Look at this. Bitcoin ripped from all-time highs of 20,000, right? It ripped all the way up to around 40,000 in around, this is the daily chart, so in around a month, Bitcoin went from 20 G's all the way up to around $41,000. That's an increment of 107% in 30 days. Okay? And like I said before, markets don't go up all the way. How much was the retracement, you ask? The first retracement went all the way down from 42 G's all the way down to around 29,000. It's a 29% dip in around 37 days. Okay, just to put it in perspective. Mind you, we're in February 2021. It's at 30 G's. All right, we're gonna go all the way up. It rips again all the way up to the all-time high of 60, I would say around $64,000. And this is May 2021. No, I'm sorry, this is April 2021. Okay, we're at $64,000. Then another retracement hits, because the market doesn't go all the way up always. The market always has a retracement, and for all you newbies, understand there is a retracement. Si sube, if it goes up hard, it's gonna go down hard. How much was the retracement? Let's check it out. We use this tool again. All right, and from around 64 G's, it made a retracement of around 53%. All right, 53%. It went all the way down to 30K. So guys, all these guys from 2021 that bought in all-time highs, boom, complete annihilation, blood in the streets, went down 52% from all-time high 64 G's to around 30 G's. And how long did it take? It took around, it went down like around 3 months. It's 90 days. Like around 3 months. Okay, so that's 52%. 52% retracement. Okay, guys, we were in around 30 G's. How long? Let's see. We were around 30 G's for like 90 days, 3 more months, right? All right, so price, we're in July 2021. From 30 G's, we went all the way up to around 52 G's. Mind, this is around September 2021. So we went like a month and a half, 49 days. Okay, and then from 52,000, we're in September 2021. It dipped for how much? Around 23%. So there's a dip, normal. But mind you, this is October 2021, and we're at $40,000. From $40,000, it rips up again, and we hit all-time highs. When? Around November 2021, we went all the way up to around $68,000. Actually, yeah, around $68,000. That was in November 2021. So that was, Bitcoin has never been up to that amount. That's the all-time high. Many people, all the new guys, bought an all-time high. When everybody's talking about Bitcoin, when the news, when your grandma, when your friends, everybody and their grannies talking about Bitcoin, you're too late. Because, you know, all the OGs, the original guys, they buy, they call it, they dollar cost average, and they buy up. Okay, they're buying up. All-time high, everybody's selling. All the OGs are selling. The institutions at that time, 2021, they were slowly getting in. But the majority of the world, I would say 95% of the world is asleep. Everybody and their dude, they got burned. Everybody that bought in 2021 got burned. And you buy all-time high, never buy an all-time high. You buy low and you sell high. All the newbies bought high and they sell low, and everybody, oh, Bitcoin's a scam and all that. It's not a scam. It's that you didn't read this chart. You didn't do your personal analysis to understand that it's super dangerous to buy an all-time high, because the market's gonna correct. There's gonna be a dip, and it's completely normal. But for the new people, they don't know, and that's how you get burned. Okay, so it's really important for you guys to do this analysis on your own. Do your research, do your own due diligence before you invest in crypto or any type of asset, any type of altcoin. Do the same analysis. You don't have to be a professional. You just gotta take some time and do your own analysis. Okay, in 2021, from there, keep an eye on this. Okay, from all-time high to 2021, we went fucking down. I mean, bloodbath, all the way down. In around 72 days, we went down 50% again. All right, so remember, there's kind of like a chain. We're seeing some sort of, like, you know, things that repeat itself. Is the drawdown, the dip go down anywhere from 25% to 50%, even probably 80%. Okay, because what was the dip from all-time highs back in 2018, 2017? It was over 80%. All right, keep that in mind. So right now we're around January 2022, and in 71 days, there was a dip of 50% from all-time high in 2021 of $68,000. It went down all the way down to around 33 grand. 2022, all right? From March 2022, guys, from $48,000, it ripped all the way down to around $15,000 in a span of 253 days. So, right? So, like in a year, this is around December 2022, in a couple of months, it went down 67%. Okay? I want you to understand this. From 47,000, it went all the way down to around 15 G's. In less than a year, 67% dip. All right? Which is significant. So right off the bat, what does this tell you looking at my chart? When's a good time to buy, guys? You want to buy up here? Or would you rather buy here? Would you rather buy down here? All right, and as you can see here, you got lines depending on different price points based on the past, and I got them in different colors, so I do hope you understand and appreciate that. All right, and you can see here 20,000, you know, 30,000, 40, 60 set. All right, okay guys, so right down here it's November 2022 and we're like at the bottom. And mind you, around here people are saying in the news and in the sentiment of the market, people are saying that Bitcoin is a scam, that I don't know why I invested. And that's the point where you have to accumulate. But remember, it depends what kind of an investor you are, because if you're a person that wants to make a quick flip, you want to make money quick, you got to understand that you got to look at the charts and you got to buy cheap, you got to buy low. Okay, this is in every market, real estate, sneakers, whatever you're into, you got to buy low, right? You're not going to buy high, you buy low to make a profit. So down here, 2022, perfect buying opportunity. All right, and look at the trajectory. Now you have a better understanding. Hopefully you guys have learned that you shouldn't buy high. Look at the market, you buy low. And you dollar cost average. What does that mean? You buy a little bit. If it keeps on going up, you buy a little bit. You keep on buying. If you would have made $1,000 here, you know, when you flip and you get your initial investment back, you sell, you probably sell 40%. But guys, if you're a long-term investor, you don't care what Bitcoin does, because, you know, put it in perspective. The majority of the people in society has 401k, have IRAs, and they're willing to hold their money in there for retirement, because in my personal opinion, retirement is not an age, it's a net worth. Okay, so let's just say people are willing to hold their money for 30 plus years, 25 plus years. A custodial has your money, like another entity has your money for 25, 30 years. The return is probably less than 10%, single digit returns. And you're okay with that. But you're not okay with investing a little bit of money in Bitcoin for the same amount of time. Guys, Bitcoin is single-handedly the best returning asset ever made, apart from like gold. And this is digital gold. It's consolidated and it's 291. This is basically almost a year in. It consolidated, but price has increased from 17 G's all the way up to 30 grand. All right, now it's growing, guys. It went up 78%. Okay, it went up 78% in a matter of a time span of like almost a year, guys. From October 2023, price has ripped up all the way to around $49,000. Mind, this is early this year, January 2024. Okay, what happened when it went up? It hit psychological level of around $50,000. There was a dip, because remember, the market doesn't go up all the way. It needs to retrace. It needs to breathe again. How much was that dip, you may ask? The dip from 40, 50K, it went all the way down to around 39K. That was a dip of around 20%, 19%, okay? And from there, mind you, it's February 2024. From February 2024, ripped all the way up to the all-time high to this day, which is how much? Right now we're at 72,358 to this date. And how much was that increase? 81%. From 50K all the way up to 72,359. That's an increase of 81% in a span of 18 days. And what does your common sense, even though common sense is not that common nowadays, but what does that tell you? That's not, that type of a push of 80% in around 18 days is not normal, and it's not healthy. There is and will be a retracement. And you ask Pips, how much is the retracement? Okay, so I can't give you a specified amount, but I go based on what's happened in the past. I use history, I use what you see here in my chart, okay? And we could do an average, okay? So how do you look at for an average? Let's check that out.
A few moments
I
later.
want to show you my results based on my unofficial thesis, all right, of Bitcoin and its dips and its appreciation days and the overall percentage dips. So I wrote down here, I did, as you can see, like what I've done in this whole video, I've marked up the dips, how big the dips were, the depreciation, and how long it took. And I also put in account the appreciation. What's the average appreciation per percentage, and how long does it usually take in average days? So this is what I came up with, my little experiment thesis, whatever you want to call it, BS, or you know, nice interesting information that you may say. All right, so I averaged around total of 509% average on dips, which in total is 72%. So basically the average that I got was Bitcoin usually when it decides to do a correction or a dip, it'll correct around 72%, which is pretty big, you know, it's pretty substantial. And how long does that dip usually last? I did 913 days based on my thesis, so an average is around 132.4 average days. 130.4 average days. So the average dips that this Bitcoin may go through, how big the dip is 72% drawdown or dip. And how long does that dip usually last? Around 130 days. All right, 3, 6, 9, 12, around 3 to 4 months. Okay. On the other hand, look at the appreciation compared to the dips. Look at the appreciation percentages and look how long that bullish time frame lasts. So long story short, the average is around 1,369% appreciation, which in total appreciation, those bullish runs is 152% on average when Bitcoin decides to have a bullish run. Okay, and how long does that bullish run usually last? Around an average of 1,115 days, which totals of 123.8 days in total. Based on my little examples here, the average dip is around 72%. So you take the same tool, you go to today to all-time high, which is around 72 G's, and you go down, okay, around 72%. That's the average. So we're talking about going down to 20 G's, okay? But to be honest with you, I mean, if you go down based on the dips, you know, let's just say 50%. If you go down to 50%, we're talking about Bitcoin being around, me personally, around this, because this is just average, it's not like official numbers, but to be honest, Bitcoin, we could see another Bitcoin down at 40 grand to 35 grand. Okay, so I'm gonna write this down here. Okay, potential Bitcoin price, sorry here, potential Bitcoin price could go down to around 35k to 40k. All-time highs of 2017 to last to the price point of 2021. All right, which is around 68 G's. That's an appreciation of 254 with 89, 254%. All right, let's just put it that way. That's from previous all-time highs to all-time highs. Okay, so we took a previous all-time high of 2017 to the all-time high of 2021, which is around 4 years. And let's copy paste this, whatever, and we take that amount and length we're gonna put it to the all-time high of today, okay, of 2024. We're looking at that same length and height, 67%. We're talking about around a Bitcoin of $122 Bitcoin. So let me just write that down here. All right, from 2025 to 2026, I would say Bitcoin could get up to 120, 122K. All right, 2-3 years. Let's just put it. Let's just erase this. Bitcoin to 120 to 122K Bitcoin. Bitcoin to around 2025, 2026. Before I let you go, just a quick visualization of what I think could happen based on what's going on in the markets right now with arrows. Right, this is all-time high price because it's March. You know, it's today's the 11th of March of 2024. Okay, so basically, let's just say price could, because of the demand and all this stuff and the halving that's coming up in in a month. You know, price could go up to 80K, which 80K symbolizes this like pinkish line up here. Price could hit, you know, around the halving, and there will be a dip. The dip could be all-time high, which would be around 69, and then we could actually keep on going up. 100K is this blue line right here, but I don't think, to be honest, I don't think it will go all the way up to 100K. There could be a stronger dip, but let's just say maybe price could consolidate a little bit, and then there will be a correction. Could go down to, you know, around 63, and then the stronger correction, it could go all the way down to 40K, which is my prediction, to be honest. We could see, you know, a correction maybe around November and December of 2024. If price goes down to 40K, buy. If price breaks this and actually goes down to 35K or even 30K, buy, okay? But after that, you know, around 2025 of next year, price could go up again. It could hit around 50K, you know, hover around 50K, go up to 68K, and ultimately blow up past 80K. It could go to 85, you know, hover around 80. ETFs, all these institutions buying up all the Bitcoin, hit 100K. When could this be? Around end of 2025. And yeah, go all the way up to 122, 120, hover around this area, and ultimately just keep on going up. All right, so look at where 200K is, guys. Look at where 200K is. Completely we can get there, and Bitcoin will get there. It's gonna take some time, but it will get there. And whether if it's in 2025, you would have wished you would have bought Bitcoin at 60. But then again, as a long-term investment, all right? $2026. That's my prediction, guys. So yeah, guys, my prediction, Bitcoin 120 to 122K before 2025, 2026. That's my price prediction, around an addition of 67% from all-time high from the all-time high of 2024, March, you know, 11th of 2024. We're sitting at 72K. There will be a dip. Where will be the dip? Potential Bitcoin price with the dip around 35 to 40K. If Bitcoin goes down to 35 to 40K, buy. And if it goes lower than 35K, buy even more. Sell your house, sell your girlfriend, sell your kids, whatever you need to do. if you see Bitcoin at 35K, buy. Anything under 35K, buy. Okay? And where Bitcoin's gonna go next, I'm predicting Bitcoin at 120 to 122,000 dollars per Bitcoin in the next 2-3 years. From 2025 2026, we will see a Bitcoin. It's not a matter of if, it's when. And remember, guys, nowadays the ETFs, institutional money is pouring in. These guys are eating up all the Bitcoin, and the halving is around a month away. So there could be an initial dip, right? But after that, Bitcoin will skyrocket. And I will put a couple of pictures on so you can understand and compare what happened when the ETF gold came out, what happened to price after that, okay? So in the long run, Bitcoin will get to 300K, 500K, and let's just say in the next 15 to 20 years, probably 30 years, we will see a $1 million Bitcoin price. So guys, I know it's been a long video, but I do appreciate y'all tuning into my video. This is my 2 cents on the Bitcoin price and what we could expect with Bitcoin in the next couple of months and years to come. So appreciate you guys. Please like this video, subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Peace. Take care.